Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ISA and our annual recruitment fair. We warmly welcome everyone to this afternoon. My name is Paul Bawden. I'm the Vice President of for Education for ISA. And this afternoon we're joined by two of our leaders, Mr. Mahesh Selvaraj, head of ISA Wuhan International School, and Mr. Chris Garden, Deputy Head of the ISA Liwan International School. So we'll be hearing from them very shortly. We'll have a few presentations and then there'll be a chance to ask some questions. At any time, if you'd like to pop a question into the chat box and then we can come to it later, either our HR team or myself or Mahesh or Chris can answer them. That would be great. But at the end, we'll have a chance if you'd like to ask any questions. It's my great pleasure to host this afternoon. I've been with the ISA group now. This is my fourth year. I was formerly head of our Science City campus and last February moved full-time into the group to take on the vice president role. And I think that's a big part of my introduction today is to introduce ISA as a group of schools. Many of you may be already working for school groups. There are many across China and across Asia, across the world. And some of you may work for standalone schools. And there is a difference, and it's great to have the support of a group, and that's what we try and do. So we'll share a little bit of our background of the ISA group and how we work together. Same as most schools, we're trying to ensure the best quality learning experience for all of our students by looking at high quality teaching across all of our schools. So we'll start with the PPT. Okay, here we go. So we describe ourselves as a leading international education ecosystem, and that's a word that really resonates in terms of our group, is the connectedness of an ecosystem and how the various parts of the group come together to provide the learning experience that we are searching for. Let me see how I can. Sure. Sorry, we'll just. All right, here we go. So the group has a strong background in education. We'll learn a little bit about each of our campuses in a moment, but a little bit over 10 years ago, the ISA International Education Group was formed, and our board and our founders did a lot of research of education groups and schools across many different countries before they decided on the model that they wanted to establish for ISA. And now in just a short time, in just over 10 years, we have 4 international schools and programs. We have the 2 K-12 Wenhua programs. And we also run the IB program that you'll hear a little bit more about in 2 of the prestigious public schools, both here in Guangzhou and in Wuhan. The ISA, sorry, we have here, you can see our vision, our mission, our learner profile. And for me, the key words, as I mentioned a moment ago in our vision, is the word ecosystem, how we bring things together to create the whole. Our mission, the key words that I see there, are for the future. We are educating students for their future, not our past. So our ecosystem has to evolve. This Saturday, we're having a forum based on the use of AI, and we're learning more and more about areas like that. So we're evolving to educate our students for their future, not keep going back to their past. So as I said, 10 years ago, it started with a small school in Guangzhou in Tianhe. And last June, we were able to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, and many staff and parents from those founding years came back to celebrate with us. It was a great occasion. So now our other schools are moving forward in that way to create a system now, an ecosystem where we have over 10 programs that we're involved in. We employ over 1,000 teachers and staff, and we've just clicked over 4,000 students that we, across our schools. And you can see from there, the great investment that our owners have made into the ISA program. It's not something that, is going to just come in quickly and disappear. It's a long-term project that our owners are and founders are very committed to. This just shows you the current schools and programs. So ISAIEG Tianhe School, and hopefully you can come back and join us again on Saturday, where we'll hear from the leader of ISAIEG Tianhe, Miss Beth Jones. That was the first school. It's a primary school located in the CBD of Guangzhou. Then ISA Science City was the next school. The board bought the property and built the school here in Guangzhou, about 30 minutes or so from downtown Guangzhou. It's a purpose-built school, international program. Now in its 6th year. ISA Liwan is in its 4th year, and it runs an international program, a bilingual program, and Chinese national curriculum programs. ISA Wuhan is the biggest of our campuses up in central China, also in its 4th year, and similar to Liwan, runs a number of programs. And we're going to hear from Mahesh about Wuhan shortly, and then Chris about Liwan. As I mentioned at the start, we run the IBDP program for the Guangzhou Foreign Language School down in Nansha, here in just south of Guangzhou, and also the IB program for Wuhan number 2 high school in Wuhan. So they're public schools, but they've entrusted us to run their IB programs. My job is leading what we call the academic center. I mentioned at the start about the benefits and things of belonging to a group, and the group's main function is to look at consistency across schools. We have a number of curriculum influences from the US, from Singapore, from UK, where IB is probably the main influence, but then we also run AP programs and advanced the A-level programs, the DSE program, and the Chinese national curriculum. So we have a lot of curriculum influences, and we're trying to, in the academic center, bring all of those together to create the best possible model for our students. I mentioned that the IB is the most common across our group, and we run the PYP, MYP, and DP programs. And in Wuhan, Mahesh will mention that they're investigating running the CP program as well. We run AP courses where we're authorized to do that. And then we're also seeking international recognition and accreditation through CIS and through Cognia. And each of our schools is at a different stage of either membership or doing the self-study program or preparing for accreditation visits later in the year. That's really important that we meet international standards and that we're accredited by international organizations. So that's a big part of what we do, and I'm sure many of you have been involved in those processes in your own schools. The Academic Centre, again, is looking at how we bring all of our teams together, and we run our own ISA Professional Learning Conference. It's a 2-day conference where we bring all of our staff together, where we share, we bring in experts from around the world. We sit and discuss and look at ways that we can keep growing and improving and providing the best experience for the students that join us. We're very proud of, across the group of the professional learning that we provide for teachers. It's certainly one of our great benefits to joining our group. And as it says there, not just ongoing learning, but career development and long-term stability. We've started a middle leader training course because we want to keep developing leadership from within our group and look at how we can fill future opportunities through our own team. You can see here that even though we're a young group and only had our 3rd cohort of graduates across ISA, we've been able to obtain wonderful results and many offers and scholarship offers, and students admitted to top universities. And that's something we keep striving for, but we're trying not just to get the top one, but every student get to the best university that they can. And you can see that last year, 96 students, 812 offers, and over $6 million in scholarship offers. So we're very proud of those results. And each year, our IB scores are increasing, and that's showing just the depth of our programs and how they're improving. I'll just finish off in a moment just to mention again the ecosystem. So we've got the international schools, we've got our Wenhua schools, but also as part of what we do is the ISA Charity Fund. It's very important that our students become good members of their communities, and they're ready to give back to the community and to enhance their communities. So a charity fund is very important. We have our ISA International Academy that we can share a bit more about, but it's a way that we offer probably a bit more than what an individual standalone school can do in terms of extracurricular activities and support for students. And our parent community. Parents play a very important role in the work that we do. So all of those very connected to create this ecosystem. So I look forward to seeing you in ISA. I'm going to pass to Mr. Mahesh, and I'll be here at the end, or you can type any messages into the chat, Q&A, or if you're also remind you and invite you to come along on Saturday as well, where we'll be hearing a bit more about our Tianhe and Science City campuses. But thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, and we'll pass over to Mahesh up in Wuhan.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, let's get ready with our presentation. First of all, thank you very much, everyone, for taking some time to listen to our group and our group of schools. it is wonderful that so many people are showing interest. And also we are also here to make sure that we get the right people, and also for you all to know that what is our school, what we are doing, whether this school is the right fit for you. So this is the whole intention of this uh, online job fair. So while our HR get things going, just I'm going to give you a little bit idea about our school. Yeah, it's ready. Paul, you can see the presentation?
Yes, we can, mate. Yeah, please.
Yes, wonderful. So, yeah, so we are the new school, like we are 4 years old. This is our fourth year. We are in central part of China. And as Paul mentioned that we are part of the group, and also a lot of investment goes on in our school in terms of location, in terms of facility, and in terms of staff service. We provide excellence along with the group support. So Wuhan is also something it is very important to know. Wuhan is a place where things are developing quite a lot, especially after pandemic. And also there like local people, local government and local investors are putting a lot of eye on our school as well. So Wuhan is located in central part of China, and we are the only IB Continuum International School in central part of China. So that's, I want to give a little bit heads up if someone is here as an IB lover, IB fan. So this may sound something interesting. So first of all, I want to say thank you. Let's start the presentation. Okay, so everything is ready, right? Yeah. So for why Wuhan, what we do in Wuhan is we are not just an international school. We make sure that our quality, our standard meets the international expectation. As you can see in the slide, we are member of CIS and also AP College Board. We are doing NCAA and also Cognia, and we are going to get accredited with CIS. Not only just member of school, we want to be a full CIS school. And our campus is based on we want to always provide high-tech education and also with the high-tech technology. And that's why we always focus on holistic education, where you know more about when I talk about the curriculum itself. So we provide excellence academic side, but with that academic side, we provide a holistic education. So if you have a kids, if you are looking to bring with you, so this is a wonderful opportunity for you to have a school where it has internationalism with a high concentration on not only academic but also holistic. So something which we look after, that's number one. Number two is for staff, we always look after the well-being. It's not only students. We believe that if we feel like our school is important, if someone wants to come to our school, we make sure that our school is really looking after not only kids but also the staff. So moving on, I just want to say about our campus. Our campus philosophy is every child is unique. So that is something which we always look for. So again, saying what I said before, if we say that students are unique, we understand that teachers are also unique. So we provide the opportunity, the right curriculum, right space, and right space to progress itself. So this is a campus. What is I hope that you have seen our school video, so you can understand why this much of investment, $250 million, and the space is massive, and we own the land, so which is not rented. We own the land, and we have been recognized by a lot of people in Wuhan, not only in Wuhan, in Hubei, central China. It's one of the high-tech schools. So in our school, for this particular job fair, we want to talk about two part of our school. So it is a huge campus, a campus with actually three schools. One is a local curriculum, CNC, but here we are recruiting people for international school where we get a family purely international with a foreign passport. And we have a bilingual international school as well, which is called ISA Wenhua Wuhan School. So in Wenhua, it is education is provided in bilingual but with international standard. In ISA Wuhan International School, we provide completely English environment with a pure international curriculum. So as you can see that IB, PYP, MYP, and DP, we are 100% authorized, and also we are a candidacy school for CP program. And with this framework, we use UK national curriculum as our benchmark standard. So with the framework, we work with IB, PYP, MYP as well, and students get an opportunity to do IGCC exam as well. So this is a short summary of two schools within the campus. And as I mentioned, that our school have wonderful facilities. And if you haven't seen the video, please go and watch when you get time. And also, it is located in one of the best places in Wuhan, just bank of Yangtze River. And it's a space with a lot of what to say, like facilities. We have two football ground, and also we have basketball, gym, and multiple things. We have tennis court, we have a indoor golf pitch. So we have quite a lot of facility for our students and family, which can be used by our staff as well. So this is something as a staff who want to join our school, I need to know that we are the compare with other school. All ISA are with a good facility, but ISA Wuhan have little bit more than others because of space, because of uh, because it is in central China, but because we want to be one of the best in central China. So our building are with gold standard. I hope you all know that well V2 what is that is about. So we are 100% approved by the standard, and also we got like a specialist to come and design our school. So as you can see that we have multiple facility we use for whole campus purpose. Swimming pool we have grand theater, and we have a three mini theater also, and also library, huge library, and we have a three different canteen cafeteria, and also we have quite a lot of facilities in terms of drama, music, performing art. We have black box, which is used by for all school for different purpose. So it is a world class. It's not easy. You all know it is not easy to get well V2 gold belling certification, and that is something. So you can see here we have all these facilities can be used by staff as well when they are free to, or when they have a free time. So there is no restriction for our staff. So as I said, that we look after the staff very much in terms of staying with us. We have a boarding school. Our school is a boarding school. If someone is interested to stay be in boarding, we appreciate that, and also we provide a lot of opportunity for them to really do work during the weekends as well. So this is something which we have. Again, if you have a kid, if you're going to come with your kid, STEAM Center is something which is really interesting. We have weekend activity there. So it is a great opportunity for your kid to really move with Wuhan technology development goals. Because in Wuhan, there is local government goals. One of them is they want to develop technology in the area, and we work along with Wuhan universities. That's where the STEM comes in. In fact, we call it STEAM because we added art as well part of it. So we bring all those university experts, and we train our kids, and they participate in quite a lot of competition as well. So this is currently this is about facility. Now in terms of staff, we are we are very particular about selecting staff, because we want to really have academic excellence as our center part, which we always worry about. So but when we started 4 years back during COVID time, so we all keep on improving the quality of teaching and learning with more like advanced and technology based teachers. That is something which we have been working for the last 3 years, and we are very successful with that. And that's why we want to make it clear with our expectation what school expects and what you can expect from us. So that is something. So you can see the teacher student ratio 1:4, and Chinese was the expert is 1:2. And we really recognize if someone is really experienced, it doesn't mean that someone is new with an innovative idea. We don't really like say that it's only experience matters, but also we encourage young people who wants to really contribute to our school development. We really take on board. So our interview process is a little bit rigorous, because we want if staff is available in local area, we have an online interview. If they are selected, we expect them to come and do a demo lesson. But if someone is coming from outside Wuhan, it's okay for us to have online interview and have any kind of engagement about the teaching and learning. So we expect a degree, definitely, and a teacher's training certificate. But also, we really appreciate if staff is having master or a PhD in their relevant subject or in the area of teaching. So what we provide in terms of, because this is about you, so I just want to explain about what we provide for the staff in terms of ISA Wuhan professional growth. So we always look after the staff because we believe uh, learning happens every day, and especially when you are teaching international education, when you're in international education or international curriculum, things changes. So we always make sure that our staff, every staff in our school, get IB certification, whether it's a primary school or middle school or high school. We ensure that even before they get on board during the summer vacation, we provide the opportunity for them to train through proper channel with IB certification. So that is something which we always talk about because we believe in best educators have to have a lifelong learning opportunity as well. So this is our commitment to every staff who come to our school. So we make sure that they are well trained before they go to the classroom. So that means you can understand that we don't expect only just IB experience. Anyone who wants to really even teach IB, a curriculum or a framework, we appreciate them and we provide the opportunity. That is something which I want to say. And also, we have a regular PD program, which is run by our school and also our group. So, as a school, we have every semester a couple of occasions where you have a PD, and also we have a whole group PD as well, where all the multiple school join together and prepare things. So that's something which we provide. And also every Monday, we have an opportunity for all the staff to meet together, the department or within the school itself to have some PD opportunity. Again, in terms of other than IB or a curriculum area, what else we provide is like because we appreciate because students need a differentiated learning. So we also do that as well. And so how we do is like we set a goal. We have a system called Blue Sky. If you are used this one, you know very well. So teachers, it's like students. Teachers set a goal for a year. From there, like they can sit and talk to the line manager, and they can ask what they want to improve. So based on that, our PD in charge will get like talk to the head of school and get approved for that one. So it's important for us to provide this opportunity. It's not only curriculum. If someone says that, Mahesh, I want to be improving myself in differentiated learning, we appreciate that. It goes through the Blue Sky process and we encourage them to do. So there is no limitation for each teacher that the capping in terms of professional development, as long as they show interest and the line manager is supporting them, we normally approve any PD for the staff. And now with a lot of AA coming in, our group, even Paul is organizing a event for that, and also our school itself providing a lot of opportunity for our staff to do AA training as well. So training is not a problem. Professional development is also really a problem. We always want staff to be lifelong learner to move further in our school's directions and vision and goals. Yeah. So that's in terms of professional development, and also we are linked with National College, which I was talking about, Blue Sky. So we have a clear focus with everyone, and as I said, that we personalized our staff. Like we ask for them when they go for a training, we take care of them. When they come back, we make them to evaluate, and we always um, check on them, and we make sure that they, whatever they take from the training, it is being provided within the department. So this is IB and differentiation learning, and also we are a membership of ACAMS. We provide any PD coming from them, and we are also ECIS school. You all know that child protection, safeguarding training is wonderful with them. So we do all those things. We work with other agencies as well, like Chapter International. We provide a lot of a PD through them as well. So this is something which we are proud of in terms of our commitment to the professional role to our staff members. So in terms of curriculum, I just explained a little bit earlier, but I'm going to talk about really what we do in each school. So international school is a pure international school with full IB program. And ISA Wuhan International, Bilingual International has a little bit of element of A level. We have in high school A level, AP in art program and Japanese program we have. But IBDP combines together with international and bilingual international. So that works together. But what we do is we use IB framework. In international school, we use UK national curriculum, Singapore curriculum. All those things are embedded in the MYP and PYP framework. However, with Wenhua bilingual, there are like a legal requirement that we need to include some subject Chinese national curriculum, which we normally follow the local law. Plus, we provide the international curriculum as well. So that's something which we do. We have a CNC as well, which is a domestic program, ISA Wenhua, so where they do a local exam, Chunka Gauka, to make sure that they, like the students who wants to have a domestic curriculum learning in international environment. So that's the third school. So, but one thing is for sure, I can tell you, like in this campus, apart from curriculum, in terms of facilities, everything is shared between the school. That is something PD shared between the school. We like teachers are like they move over between the school and they support each school. So that is something. It is not only we have a specific staff for one school. So we try to keep we make the life easier for staff to allocate in one particular school. But if there is a space for them to really help other schools, we make them to do that one. And also in terms of teaching, when we talk about multiple school in one campus, we expect all our teachers to have 70% of the timetable, remaining 30% is for your preparation and other things which you can do to get ready for the lesson. So this is in terms of curriculum and how we share the stuff between the campus. So you can see the bird's eye view, how it looks like. You can see on the left side, it's ISA International School. You can see here IBPYP with UK National Curriculum till grade 5. And from 6 to 10 is IB MYP framework with UK National Curriculum. So which means students who goes to grade 10 have an opportunity to do IGCSE exam. We are also authorized to run EdExcel and CIE, Cambridge exam. So some students, particularly staff kids who wants to do a UK exam, they can do that one. And recently quite a lot of our grade 10 students who are doing MYP, also local students are also trying to do IGCSE exam as well. So with international school, it's a pure DP. We don't have any other program other than, but also under international school, Hong Kong DSC also part of it. So we international school look after that as well. So if you go to the Wenhua, like bilingual school, international pathway, so we have in high school quite a lot of varieties of program like A-level, AP, arts, Japanese, and we are trying to add more program in coming days. That's the high school, which is really like, if someone in international school wants to do A-level, definitely they can join. Or like similarly, if someone wants to do DP from bilingual school, they can join international school with eligibility test. So that's how we work. Bottom down, it's the same thing. As I said, that they have an international pathway, but with integrated program with Chinese local syllabus with some of the other international curriculum as well. So domestic pathway is something you can see here. Chinese Gaokao Junka goes on with national curriculum. So other than the curriculum, we also have an academic course. Like for example, we have ECA and CCA program after school, but also we have an academic course where we provide other opportunity for kids to enjoy through the academic courses as well, like ballet and other dances program. So that's academic. So this is how it looks like after school activity for us. Since it's a boarding program, it goes till 6:15 and students continue later for night studies. So this is a simple timetable of after school schedule. And these are the multiple school teams we have. We have school teams, team activity. We celebrate whole campus day, which is ISA day. And also we have arts and wellness program. And also we have quite a lot of meeting in a very social way. So you can see here, and also our students and the staff participate in leadership program as well. So like UK British system, we use house system. So students pass like academic and non-academic are measured in some areas using house system and points. So these are our 4 houses which we use. And these are the vacancies in ISAIEG Wuhan campus. Please, you can take a photo, picture of it or screenshot of it. So these are the position we are currently having. So you can see leadership DP, coordinator, MIP coordinator. We are looking someone who can do both together, if possible, with some, if not each coordinator with some teaching in respective curriculum. So secondary school, we have English teacher. We're looking for English teacher, A-level AP experience, and MIP English. And also for DP math, chemistry, and language A and B, and primary teacher of early years and teacher of primary. So if you are interested, please follow the instruction through HR. If you are particularly interested in HR in ISAIEG Wuhan, you can see the email ID at the bottom. So we look forward to see you, talk to you, interview you, and we look forward the right candidate who we think right and who you think right can join us for the next academic year. Thank you very much. I hope it is useful.
Thanks very much, Mahesh. Really enjoyed. I learned more every time I listened to you talking about the school as well. It's really good. A lot happening there, and a lot of opportunities in Wuhan with the school growing and so many programs on offer. And it's a really positive community there. So I recommend for everyone to look on Wuhan, in a really positive way. Please pop your questions into the chat if you'd like, and we can answer those along the way. And as I said, at the end, we'll have a chance to ask some questions that if you wanted to pop on screen and say that. Now we head back down here to Guangzhou, to Liwan, and we welcome the deputy head of the international school at Liwan, Mr. Chris Garden, who's going to share with us about the wonderful things happening there.
I'll just get my slide up. Can everyone?
Let me turn off. I think we can see that. Just start the PPT.
Everyone can hear me?
We can. Over to you, Chris.
Great. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining the this recruitment fair. It gives me really great pleasure to be able to speak about ISAIEG Liwan, but also to be present and speaking about ISAIEG schools more generally. Thank you to Mahesh for your presentation on ISAIEG Wuhan. I know that there's a lot of many good opportunities in Wuhan for all staff. And I know that there's wonderful things happening up there in Wuhan. And thanks, Paul, for your presentation on the ISAIEG. But I'm going to speak specifically about ISAIEG Liwan and talk a little bit about our school and explain some reasons why I think it's a great place to be and why I would suggest people join us. I really want to focus on the curriculum that we offer and the co-curriculum opportunities that we have for our students. Just celebrate some of the things that ISAIEG Liwan has done and achieved. We are, as Paul said, only a young school, 4 years old. So only a really young school, similar to Wuhan, but actually we've had so much growth over those 4 years. And it's a wonderful opportunity for us. Looking at our success at university, just to extend on what Paul has talked about already, but looking at our success in ISAIEG Liwan. And at the end of our presentation, I've asked for one of our new teachers this academic year, who will give a little bit of an insight on the process of joining ISAIEG, their process of coming into the school and what that has looked like for them as a new teacher, to give you a bit of an insight about what you would expect if you were to come and join us in ISA Liwan. Okay, so a little bit about the school and a little bit of information to get us started. Similarly to ISA Wuhan, there's been a considerable amount of investment into this school, and particularly into this community in which the school is placed. We're in a small area in the south of Guangzhou, about 35 minutes from the CBD, and right on the edge of Foshan and Guangzhou. So we're in a really interesting location. Around the school is very rapidly developing areas with new high-rise apartment complexes and a lot of new development happening around us. Similar to ISA Wuhan, we offer a dual curriculum where we have CNC, so our Chinese National Curriculum pathways, along with an international pathway. But within either of those pathways or both of those pathways, we celebrate our local Lingnan cultural characteristics. Similarly, we are a boarding program, and many of our students are boarding students, particularly in the high school. I would say about 75 to 80% of our high school students are boarding. And what that allows us to do is offer them extensive support programs after school, and really support their learning for the whole journey. As I said, we're in a strategic location in Guangzhou. We are very close to a metro station, which allows very easy access to central Guangzhou CBD, but also to Foshan. We are on a main line that goes from Guangzhou to Foshan. Being part of the ISA group of schools, we certainly have a global vision and a vision to be a really strong global presence, or have a really strong global presence, and really looking at being a 21st century school in the Greater Bay Area. The Greater Bay Area itself has a lot of opportunity and a lot of potential, and is one of the very nice areas of southern China. We have similar to Wuhan, we have a very large campus, not the same size as Wuhan, obviously, but a very large campus. We have an extensive, as I say, boarding house. We offer 2 Olympic-size running tracks, 2 football fields or soccer fields for students to play on. We have a number of tennis courts. We have a number of volleyball courts that are placed on the roofs of the buildings. We have a swimming pool that is only 25 meters, but it's a really great swimming pool. All of our buildings are kind of connected by one central building, and it connects everything together. And that's for us a shared space and a place for the library and the gymnasium and the sports hall, and for our auditorium, our canteen. That kind of connects all of our buildings together. And then we have separate buildings where you would have CNC program, our international primary program, our early years program, our international middle school and international high school, and then our other programs that exist within the international pathway, the DSE program and the Sino-Japanese program. As I just mentioned there, in our shared area, we have our shared spaces. We have an amazing 800-seat auditorium, which is a very much a world-class auditorium for performances. And it's not just a space that's used once a year or twice a year. It's a space that is used every week for our flag raising assemblies, all the time for drama performances, for music performances. The co-curricular activity uses it for lion dance and other cultural activities. Our library is an extremely well-resourced library. We have very many digital resources as well as books in many different nationalities or many different languages. As I say, we have a 25-meter swimming pool, and all of these facilities are used by teachers. The swimming pool is kept at 28 degrees, so it's very nice and warm all year round. We have a very good black box that can be used for drama performances, for all sorts of performances, and can be rented out for community events as well. We have a sports hall, which is an amazing place for our students to play, but also for our teachers to use after school. We have volleyball competitions. We have an extensive, not extensive, but a very strong volleyball team that are competitive in the local PRC competitions. And we have a science lab or an innovation lab that is world class. Amazing space. It has a maker space. It has wood tech rooms. It has a green screen. It's got a music area to do music recording. And lots of really good stuff happens in the Science Lab and Innovation Centre. We've just recently revisited our guiding statements or our educational ethos to really embody and encompass what we believe is a school, and to better align with a global vision to ensure that we are moving forward with the rest of the world in a global focus. We've done this in line with our CIS membership accreditation or our CIS membership application. Similar to the other ISA schools, we are a CIS school. We have applied to be a member school, and we are a Cognia school, and we are accredited by a number of other organisations to, as Mahesh suggested also, to ensure that we are meeting and exceeding international standards. If you were to ask any of our students in the school or any of the teachers in the school, they would focus on our slogan, and they'd talk about this idea that we really want our students to be change makers. We want our teachers to be change makers, and we want all of us in the school community to really be the change and make the difference in the world that we want to see. Everything that we do within a school is built upon the 5 pillars that we believe in. All of the buildings within the school, all of the architecture within the school is designed with our Lingnan cultural characteristics in mind to ensure that our students are very aware of the culture in which they are living and the culture to which many of our students would belong. We focus on providing leadership opportunities, not just for the students, but leadership opportunities for the staff. Our staff, our middle leaders and other teachers are involved in a middle leadership course that's run by ISAIEG. We really try to embed and enforce the idea of cultural agility in our students and our teachers. We aim at trying to create curricula and standards across the school that are culturally responsive for our school community. We're looking at ways to better improve our students' digital literacy and to ensure they're very aware of the digital world that they are living in. And similar to all ISA schools, we are very committed to community service and to ensuring our students feel like they're part of a community and are giving back to the community in all ways that they possibly can. When we talk about the 2 different sub-schools that we have within ISA Liwan, there's an international section and there's a Wenhua section, which for us is our CNC pathway. We talk about the idea of globalizing our curriculum. And globalization was one of those words that at first took me by surprise. But when I tried to understand what does that mean for us as a community or as an education community, it is really taking the idea of taking 2 different curriculum models and looking at how can we both integrate those models as one school, but also how can we take each of them and give them a unique characteristic. Our CNC program, we've really looked at trying to make it a local school, but really a local school that has a lot of international characteristics or a lot of focus on international mindedness. So even in our CNC, we look at international pedagogies that are aligned with the IB. In our international pathway, we look at all of the opportunities that we can within our international curriculum to embed some of those local characteristics, to look at where we can, for example, with our interdisciplinary units, where we can look at issues of local importance as well as issues of global importance. I said before, we are accredited by a number of organisations, and we are also fully authorised to deliver the IB primary years program, middle years program, and diploma program. So we are full continuum IB school. And as a result, whatever program we deliver in our school, we are dedicated to IB pedagogies. We are dedicated to the IB learner profile attributes, and to ensure that the students that we have leaving our school align with IB characteristics and IB philosophy. We also accredited by Cognia for our high school to ensure that our students receive a globally recognized high school diploma, and they can use that to apply to any university in the US and beyond. We're also accredited to deliver AP courses, and this year we started to deliver AP courses within our curriculum. And we are accredited by Cambridge Assessment, CAIE, to deliver the IGCSE and the A-level. And we also have accreditation to deliver Pearson EdXL. So we have a very complex curriculum, and we have a very complex program within our school. But within that complexity, we've tried to draw everything together to really align us as a school and what it means to be an ISA Liwan student. We have taken a lot of the IB characteristics, a lot of the IB philosophies. We've taken a lot of those ideas from Cambridge, from EdXL, and we've taken some ideas from the Chinese national curriculum and some of those character qualities that are embedded within each of those programs to try and create a model that is unique to ISA Liwan. So you'll notice there are a lot of those approaches to learning skills, the critical and creative thinking, the 4 C's or the 5 C's that we have there, really looking at developing these soft skills, the 21st century skills for our students, looking at the foundational literacies and understanding that we don't just focus on literacy and numeracy. We don't just want our students to be fully literate in English and Chinese, but we expect our students to be literate in other areas as well, scientific literacy, data literacy, looking at digital citizenship and the digital literacies that students need to be able to be competent in when they are leaving us. We really focus on ensuring that when our students leave us, we're not just looking at the success that students need to get into the university that they want to go to, but preparing students who will be successful in the university and beyond university. So we're not just focusing on celebrating our acceptance into university, but celebrating the fact that when our students get to university, they are going to be successful. And that starts right from the primary school. When we look at what our curriculum model looks like, it is, as it suggests, a fusion curriculum model. And really, if we go back to what our five pillars are, it embeds all of the elements of our 5 pillars. Some of the programs that we have within our school, we have an extension program, and we call that the Top Talents Cultivation Program. And it is called the ISA Global Pioneers Program. That is part of the International Academy and part of the group-wide careers counselling or university guidance centre. And it really focuses on preparing students for excellence. It really focuses on preparing students for access to Ivy League and Cambridge or Oxbridge universities, really trying to get our students into the highest possible universities for them to ensure that they can reach their potential. We focus on a personalised development. We focus on the individual child and offering programs for the individual. When you look at the multiple pathways that we have on the right-hand side of this screen, you will see many different curricular offerings, many program offerings, and really that's to ensure that every child that walks into our school is given some kind of bespoke or personalised program for them, really to focus on in-depth learning to focus on it's not just the subjects that they're doing, but many other areas, and ensuring that we offer many opportunities for our students. We have an extensive co-curricular and extracurricular program, which goes to up to and beyond 8:30 in the evening for our boarding students. And we have several students that stay at school as hybrid boarders until 8 o'clock at night. As you can see there on the left and on the right, we offer a multitude of programs, very, very similar to the ISA Wuhan model. We have as I've already said, we are a multi-program IB school. The only IB program we do not offer is the CP. We offer A-level, and we offer within A-level, students can do Edexcel or they can do Cambridge. As I've already said, we offer AP courses. We have an extensive arts program that has over 50 students in it from grades 9 to 12. They do both the Cambridge art courses, arts and design, plus they do BTEC arts courses to prepare them for universities and art schools. We've had very, very good results from our arts and design students going to world top arts and design courses across the globe. We offer an extensive high school diploma, a Hong Kong diploma course for our students, and a Sino-Japanese program I've also talked about there. Really, the purpose of all of these programs is really to live this idea of holistic education. Many schools will talk about having holistic education and what that looks like. For us, really, that is a foundation of everything we do. It's not just the courses and the programs that we offer, but it's in our extracurricular activities, it's in our co-curricular activities, it's in our pastoral care programs that we offer the students, it's in our mentoring and our homeroom teaching and everything that exists with that. This academic year, we're offering for this semester for our students over 60 courses for the students to be participating in. They can be within the school day, or they can be after school, or they can be during the summer or winter or spring. And students are doing many different camps across the academic year to prepare them for all sorts of pursuits, really to get them to become more specialized and really focus on their uniqueness as an individual. We offer many opportunities for sports, for arts, for the academic, and for STEAM. As I said before, we have an innovation center that is in partnership with FabLab and with MIT to ensure that we're offering programs that are meeting and exceeding international requirements. When we look at holistic development, and when we look at what we want for the students and what that means to be an ISA student, and particularly what it means to be an ISA Liwan student, for all ISA programs, for all IB programs, the student or the learner is always at the center. We really don't just focus on being a training center or an A-level training center. We are far more than that. We offer many more opportunities for our students to develop knowledge, skills, and characteristics. And you can see them all there. This all links back to not just our educational ethos, but that slide that we had before showing the 3 different strands that make up what we believe in. The metacognition and the meta-emotion. We have an extensive pastoral care program to cater for the needs of our students. We are, as I said before, we're an award-winning school. We've applied for and been extremely successful in the last year in many different awards. The last China Schools Awards that we have, we were awarded the 2025 winner for the New School Award. We were against many schools in China, and we were listed in the top 3 of those schools, and we won that competition. We were runner-up in the Pastoral Care Award, for outstanding pastoral care offerings for our students, which really focused on our CCA program, our ECA program, our Wellbeing Centre, and all of the support that we offer our students. Not just the support that we offer our students, I think it's important to note that the support that is offered to our teachers, the programs that we have, the wellbeing programs that we have for our teachers are very important to ensure that our teachers are well and are looked after. We've also just been, in the last month or so, been awarded the 2025 winner for the International Contribution to Pastoral Care Award, an international award where we were awarded that in the UK. Another amazing award finalist that we were in the Pioneer Awards in 2025 for the Secondary School International Innovation Award. So we are not just focused on our curriculum, on our pastoral care, but really on looking at innovation and looking at our programs. And similar to all ISA schools, Wuhan and Science City and our school, we were awarded in June the Well Building Institute, the Well Standard and the Well Certified Gold Award. Really focusing on the school environment and what that looks like. Our Student Support Centre is not just a support centre for students and their social emotional needs. It is really about providing all of these opportunities for extension in alignment with the International Academy that offers 8 different centres of support for the schools. You can see there the many opportunities that our students have for academic extension, mathematics competitions, science competitions, writing competitions, Chinese competitions. We're very competitive within the local PRC sports competition, particularly in volleyball and in basketball. We're looking at sustainability and to ensure that we are leading the way in being a sustainable school. And looking at areas that we can improve, and looking at our innovation centre and how that supports robotics, how that supports STEM and STEAM, and how we use the STEM centre to really support science and technology learning within the school, and culture and art. There's some of the programs and some of the competitions that the Innovation Centre has been involved in. You can see there the students across the school are always in the community, participating in events and winning prizes throughout Guangzhou, Guangdong, and beyond into the international market. We have an extensive English training centre that supports our students in IELTS and TOEFL learning. We have extensive success within that to ensure that our students are ready and prepared for the English levels with the curriculum that they're delivered. And our language training centre is extremely successful. University guidance and counselling and student enrichment is a massive initiative within our school, but also within the group. We have a team of university guidance counsellors. I believe that there's currently 5 or 6 that work within the team. We have 2 or 3 full-time university guidance counsellors and some that also work within the group to support our students. From grade 9 through to grade 12, there's an extensive careers program that supports our students in university readiness, in university application processes, supporting our students in ensuring they are given enough opportunities to be successful in their application through the courses that they're offered. There's a 4-year plan, as I said, that focuses on the 4-year diploma to ensure that students, when they finish the 4-year diploma, have every opportunity that they can to be successful. And really the results for our grade 12 say it all. What were our results? Last year was our first ever IB diploma program cohort. And for our students, our average score was 37.3, with the IB global average somewhere between 30 and 31. So our students were extremely successful with the IB diploma this year. Every student that completed the IB diploma was awarded the diploma. and all of our students receive two or more bonus points for the diploma. So very, very successful academic programs. And our students were extremely successful within university entry. What we're really most proud of is that 100% of our students received their course that they most wanted to go into. And that is something that we're extremely proud of, ensuring that every student who leaves us goes to the university course that was their main and number one priority. So while we have an amazing university acceptances, amazing university offers, conditional and unconditional offers, what we're most proud of is that all of our students were given received the course of their choice, the number one course. So that's all for me. I think what's probably more important for you is to hear from a new teacher within our school. So I'd like to pass you over to Emma, who's a new teacher who joined us at the beginning of this academic year in our primary school. And Emma is a grade two homeroom teacher. And I thought it would be really good for you to be able to listen to what it's like to be a new member in ISA Liwan.
Thank you, Chris. So as Chris mentioned, my name is Emma. I'm the grade 2 PYP teacher at ISA Liwan, and I've been here since August, so not long. I've lived in a couple of other countries. Let me do my next slide. I've lived in 5 other countries other than England. So there's Switzerland, Wales, Thailand, and Myanmar before coming here. So I feel like I've had quite a variety of experiences so far in terms of teaching and the onboarding process. So I thought I'd share some of the key points with you. I'm going to talk about the onboarding process, some of the facilities at the school and the school environment, and then I'll just briefly touch on professional development. So firstly, in terms of onboarding, the process has been really smooth for me. Before arriving, I communicated with HR almost every day. They were really prompt with their replies, even though I was in another part of the world. And they just made everything very smooth. They've handled everything with banking, residence, all the mountain of documents that are needed in China. And it's just been, although it should have been a very tricky process, it's been actually very smooth. When I arrived at the airport, they came to collect me. Well, there was a school driver who came and an internet provider. They waited for me for 2 extra hours because I had a delay. So really good there. And they took me straight to my apartment, which was arranged for by Ellie, who's this amazing housing lady. She sent me lots of pictures and videos before I arrived, and I got exactly what I asked for. And the apartment now was full of supplies, which was nice. And then the orientation process was also really nice and relaxed, to be honest. It was about 3 or 4 weeks long, which was nice and long. So it gave us time to settle in and just get used to the area and get used to the apps and the translations. So it was not a stressful orientation at all. And then we started at school and, we were given lots of time to get our classes ready. And yeah, there's plenty of time to settle in. The campus tour was given to us, and although it is a big campus, it's quite easy to get used to. You generally stay in 1 or 2 areas, and we have nice elevators to carry us everywhere. It's very modern, spacious. It's a really nice campus and very bright and sunny here. So there are lots of trees around. It's just a nice environment to be in. Let's move on to the school facilities and environment. So I'm giving you a nice, honest picture of my classroom, which was just after my children had left. So it's not as tidy as I would have liked it to be, but this is basically what it's my point of view every day from my desk. In the corner, you can see my co-teacher. I really love this idea in the school that we have a co-teacher rather than a teaching assistant. So we have like another body to take responsibility for things, to help with things. We shoulder the load. It's really a great opportunity, and it's a good opportunity for collaboration. In terms of the actual classroom itself, it's very spacious, it's quiet, lots of windows, and there's lots of daylight, which is quite a nice thing to have in your classroom. In terms of technology, we have an iPad per child. The teachers will receive, well, we received a MacBook Air each, which was really nice to receive. And we have a smartboard in the classroom, and it's really easy to connect to that. And so it definitely feels like a very modern space. We also have a STEM department, which sometimes offer professional development with us to help us with AI and things like that. And also one thing I think is important to talk about is the small class sizes. So I know that a lot of the time you can have quite large classes, and it really does have an effect on how much one-to-one time you get with the children. In our school, the class sizes are very small. I would say from 10 to 17 in the PYP department. And I think that makes a huge difference in the teaching and the learning. In terms of the environment in the department, I would say it's really friendly. Everyone's really supportive. Everyone's really respectful, and it's just a very calm environment. It doesn't matter who you're talking to, if it's a fellow, like a regular colleague or a coordinator or somebody from leadership, everybody's always got time for each other, and it feels like quite a collaborative environment. There's lots of autonomy in the department. I feel that when we have meetings, we're often included in the decision making, and that makes a really big difference to the morale, but also the effectiveness of the department. Lastly, in terms of the professional development, obviously I haven't been here for too long, but I've definitely seen some of the positives. What I really like about the school is that it offers the 1 and 2 category IB training. Some of us who've come here maybe haven't had so much experience, so it's really nice that the school offers an opportunity to grow with the school. I definitely feel like I've already grown a lot as a teacher just by being here. We also are offered some TES courses, which we can do online. Some of the courses are mandatory, but some of them are a choice. So you're always allowed to choose one of those. And I think another important point about professional development is making sure that it's having leadership that are informed. And I definitely feel like I know that in our department, our leadership is very approachable, and they like to share their knowledge with people. And I feel that we are always offered constructive feedback. They can offer it themselves, or you can always ask them any questions. There's always going to be an opportunity to learn something from them. So overall, I'd say to sum up everything, I'm very happy here so far, growing a lot as a teacher. This is going to be a big learning curve for me, but it's great because I feel I can ask anything, and I feel I think I know that other teachers feel like this too, that we're valued in the school. It's a very warm environment, and if anyone does end up coming to the school, I'm definitely happy to share my email with anybody to talk more about the process or talk more about the department or anything like that. So that's me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emma. And thank you everyone there for listening. I think I hope that was a really nice snapshot of what it means to be an ISA Liwan staff member, and how that transition into the school is very well supported by the team here. And we do genuinely believe that the staff and the students are our #1 priority. And hopefully we do live by that motto, to be the change and make a difference. And we certainly look forward to more conversation, answering any questions or more discussions that you might have following this session this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris and Emma. Great to hear Emma's insights. I've been with in international schools a long time and working with a whole range of school groups, and our HR team is one that we're very, very proud of in the work that they do, right from the first initial contact right through to, helping out all of our teachers settle in and give them the opportunity to thrive. So it was great to hear that reinforced by Emma then. Please contact our HR team. They're wonderful. They will get back to you, and everyone's situation is very different, but we're determined to try and get the best possible teachers for our students. So if that's you, we'd love to hear from you and take the journey forward. If you're free on Saturday afternoon, please join our session where we'll be hearing from Beth, who's head of our Tianhe campus, and from Lee, the head of our Science City campus, both of our international schools. So, yeah, again, thank you very much.